I am in a beautiful part of South Perth today, so it's always pretty quiet down here. It is underneath the freeway, underneath the bridge there, so it's a really great spot for me to do my photos, my videos, and I'm using today as a bit of a content day. So I've just been out and had my hair and makeup done, and I have gone to Elizabeth Quay and had some photos for my social media for the next 4 weeks. So the thing I was going to chat to you about today is the word hyperlocal. So hyperlocal for our office is meaning that we try to utilise as much as we can with local businesses. So and I guess explaining why it's important to pick a hyperlocal real estate agency to look after your property, or even sell your property for that matter. So we have, being a hyperlocal, so hyperlocal for South Perth, we have a big database for the local South Perth area. So when I say South Perth, I mean South Perth, Como, Kensington, Manning, anything sort of within that catchment. And the reason why it helps to use an agency that is very much like that is because we know we're the experts for South Perth, so we know the best places to go for coffee. So I want to do a few shout outs. So at the moment we're very spoilt for choice in South Perth for coffee, but I tend to go regularly down to Angelo Street Markets, and I find that the two guys that have just recently sort of bought the business, I just love what they're doing, and I think they're doing such a great job, and I really like to support them. So but saying that, there's so many good coffee shops, but that's just the one that I tend to go to regularly. And a little tip, on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, he does the best bacon and egg burgers. So highly recommend, if you haven't had one, to go down and try that. The other thing, like, I guess, and I'm just going to talk about my favourite places. So like for me, I went to Carlia Forbes hairdressers this morning. They're based on Canning Highway in South Perth, so they're my favourite hairdresser to go to. Really lovely people that work there. My favourite breakfast to go to is Atomic Cafe on Main Street, and they do the best potato rosti. That's like one of my faves to have on a regular basis. And I go to Pilates at Best Body, which is on Mill Point Road in South Perth as well, and I really like the people down there. And I guess knowing and using all the facilities that South Perth has to offer, that is the selling feature when we sell your home or when we rent your home out. You know, we have these chats to people about why they should live in the area, and as a result why they should move into, you know, your property. So if you had a property outside the area, you just don't have that same connection. You know, like I can't give recommendations for schools outside my area, or daycares, or places to go and things like that. So it just creates that conversation, and it also allows people to be very comfortable with you. And I think tenants as well, they're very comfortable with using someone that's local and that they see regularly as well. Like they can come down to Angelo Street and they see our office and they know we're there, and we're something physical that they can actually find comfort with. And even if they lock their keys out, they know they can call us and we can run down. You know, I might be in sneakers, but it's no big drama. So when it comes to renting properties, like there are a few properties that we rent outside the area, and we do that for reasons where the owner has a local property but they just want the same agent. And I've just leased one in Waikiki, and you know, 5 people through first viewing, nice and easy. And the internet still leases out the property quicker, but I always tell my landlords, listen, the best option for you is to use local to your property, but if there's a reason why you don't want to, then absolutely we can still lease it. But I just like to be honest with people like that. So our office, SOCO Realty, is very hyper local for South Perth. We very rarely have to leave the area. We love supporting the businesses in South Perth. We love using the facilities that South Perth has to offer, and the City of South Perth have such a great website, and if you haven't visited, go and have a look at their events page. They have great events for families, for singles, for seniors. There's so much on, so many activities, so many courses, a lot of free, some are paid, but lots of things on the library. It's so good. So a lot of people don't know to jump on and have a look there. So for me, that is why I love living in South Perth. They're a few of my favourite places to go. There's so many more favourite places though, but they're just the ones that come to mind that I use on a regular weekly basis. So if you are looking for a property in South Perth, or you're thinking of living in South Perth, give us a call on 9367 8877 and let us help you find your next property.